An update now to a story you first saw here on WUSA 9. Leaders in the district, they are trying to put the brakes on a construction project that they say takes advantage of a community in Southeast.
Parents from Nalle Elementary School reached out to WUSA 9 when they learned DC Public Schools was trying to push a construction project through without their input. Well, now the head of the DC Council says the school system's actions are unconscionable.
Delia Gonsalves with us live outside Nalle Elementary School in Ward 7. Delia, DCPS has acknowledged that they failed to engage the community, but they're still planning construction in August.
Right, they're planning that construction August 21st, according to the letter they sent me, after a week of trying to hold school leaders accountable. After hearing about this issue, we asked questions, we waited nearly a week. They finally got back to us, admitted that there were missteps. They failed to follow their own values and engage this community before making a decision that would impact them for years to come. And as you said, Adam, they're still moving forward with their plans to construct beginning in August, but the community and now the council chairman are trying to stop it.
We need to play sports. Come on, listen to us.
The school children of Nalle Elementary fighting to be heard, but parents say DC Public Schools failed to listen and is still ignoring them.
Black people, poor people, underserved communities like Marshall Heights always get infantilized.
The families of this Marshall Heights community just learned that their school's field, the only green space in the area, is going to house a series of trailers, a modular swing space that will house the students and staff of Drew Elementary School. That school, a mile away, is slated for renovation and would potentially relocate to the trailers during construction.
I think it's outrageous that they would take away the field.
Council Chairman Phil Mendelson sending the school's chancellor this letter asking for a pause in construction. The chairman is demanding answers as to why DCPS did not follow their own procedures.
What we've seen in other wards is that where there's a need for swing space, that then there's much more dialogue between DCPS, the different school communities, and the ward council member.
Ward 7 council member Vince Gray has limited his public appearances after suffering 2 strokes. And while his office says he remains engaged, some constituents feel his absence has now left them vulnerable.
Mayor Bowser will cater to whoever donates. She can take this community's votes for granted, but white folks she can't. So I'm sure if it were Lafayette, she would have engaged the community earlier.
I'm not going to speculate what he would do if it was a different school or in a different ward, but I think that to take advantage of the Nalle community like this is just unconscionable.
I reached out to Ward 7 Councilmember Vince Gray. I am still waiting to hear back if he wants to weigh in on this very pressing issue in his ward affecting his constituents. I should tell you that we stopped by Drew Elementary about a mile away in Northeast. They are slated for renovation in 2 years. Folks there at the school told me they had no idea that the school potentially would come and move into trailers here at Nalle. So it sounds like communication was missing on all angles, affecting not only Drew, but here at Nalle as well. I asked DC Public Schools again today to get back to me by 3 o'clock with exactly what is going to happen here in regard to the chairman's letter. I did hear back, but they said we are working on, quote, a comprehensive plan for Nalle, and they promised to get back to me by the end of the day. Simone, Adam, back to you.
As you touched on, Delia, clearly there have been miscommunications, and we're seeing parents say, hey, you got to pay attention to my kids, you've got to fix this problem, and they're putting it right in front of the people who need to see it. We'll see you soon, Delia. Thank you.